As an automotive photographer, I've driven quite a few cool cars, and here are three that didn't quite live up to my expectations. So number one, and I know this is a shocker, but E46 M3. Can't speak on the manual one. I assume the manual one is a lot better, but I drove one with an SMG, and the driving experience would have been great, but that SMG just ruins it. These early single clutch automatics are so lurchy. I get it, it was a step forward in technology, the single clutch walk so the dual clutch could run, but the single clutch is just not good in practice. I swear every shift in that car is like that. It feels like a manual, but you're not doing the shifting yourself. When it shifts, it feels like you're riding in the passenger seat of someone who just learned how to drive manual. Back when I was just learning how to drive manual and I didn't really know it that well, I almost traded my manual Mustang for one of these when the SMG M3 started to get cheap, but I'm so glad I didn't. If you're thinking about buying an E46 M3, it's a great car, but the SMG is dog shit. You have to get the manual. Another car that I hate to add to this list, but the Aston Vanquish S. So James Bond car, 6.5 liter V12. It looks incredible, sounds incredible. That sounds like it's a good combination to make a good car, right? Well, the single clutch in this also ruins it. It's just like, I can't get over that. When you're shifting, it feels like someone else is shifting for you. Luckily, Aston realized that the transmission sucks and they offer a factory replacement and they'll manual swap it for you at the factory for the small price of $50,000. But they'll still do it, and it's a factory OEM plus fit. So, I mean, if you want to, go for it. I can't imagine that it's going to be worse than the automatic that's in there. Like the E46 M3, you have to get this with a manual. Another one that I hate to add to this list as a Mustang guy, like I really do like this car, but like I drove it for the first time and people always talk about how these handle so much better than the Mopars. They do, but it's still kind of boatish compared to a Camaro. Like I'm be honest, I'm a Mustang fanboy and Camaros handle way better. Sure, the windshield in a Camaro is like a foot tall, the blind spots are atrocious, and the newer ones don't look as good as the S550 facelift, but it's just a better car if you ask me. It's from a driver's standpoint. From a photographer's standpoint, the Mustang looks better and I'd rather take photos of that all day. But as a driver, the Camaro just knocks it out of the park. Also, for a starting price of almost $50,000, a GT Premium should not have as much plastic in the interior as it does. Like that interior is honestly like embarrassingly cheap for the price, especially when you start spending money on like a GT 500, GT 350s and a Mach 1. Like that's just disappointing. Maybe the GT 350, I'll excuse it because it's supposed to be kind of raw and kind of bare bones, but all the other ones do better. $100,000 sports car with no option for carbon fiber trim on the interior. What are you doing?